Welcome to the nightly recap, sponsored by Hoppy. Shout out to Hoppy. Powered by GNN. I am David Gokhshtein here. Obviously, breaking news. I'm fucking upset. 100%. I'm fucking irritated, upset. It will come off that way. I can't hide my feelings. Like, I am not into war. I'm totally against fucking. I'm a Republican, but I am fucking against war. And especially our bags were going up. Our fucking bags were going up. All right. And some people say that I'm selfish. You know what? You know what? Every single time our shit starts going up, Elon and Trump are fighting in a fucking Hell in the Cell match. They make up, and then all of a sudden our bags go up again, and then all of a sudden Israel wants to attack Iran. And I get it. Iran is they need to be dealt with, but you know what? Let's deal with them another time. Come on. The fuck, man? I'm dead serious on this one. I hate it. And our fucking military is going to get dragged into this shit. I just know it. The American military is going to get dragged into this fucking bullshit. Okay? I'm fucking pissed, man. I am fucking pissed off. Straight up and down, I'm fucking pissed. Okay, fucking everybody singing Kumbaya while holding hands or fucking dancing in the motherfucking streets. People telling me, yo, buy the dip. You know, next dip I buy, I'm gonna be homeless. How about that? The next dip you tell me to buy, I'm gonna be homeless. Because there's gonna be some other shit's gonna fucking pop off. So I fucking irritated, man. Get fucking BB out of here, man. I don't understand how anybody can like stand with this shit. Get him out of here, man. The US was against this shit and he just said, I'ma still do this shit. Like, yo, come on, man. You fucking peace in that motherfucking region, man. I'm serious, man. I'm going against the tribe. I know I'm gonna get hate for this, but it's the truth, man. Okay, Iran's gonna be taken out. What's next? Tell me what's next. Who we going after next then? Who's BB gonna set his sights on next? Like, when is this shit gonna stop? And our military again gets dragged in. And I'm pretty sure this is not gonna sit well with the tribe. It's not gonna sit well with some of the people that support me. But you know what? Yo, fucking listen to my message, man. Like, sit back and fucking listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what the fuck I'm saying. I'm not into fucking war, man. I don't want our troops getting pulled into bullshit, man. You know what? You want war? Put your fucking kids in the front lines. Put your family members and your kids on the front lines. And then let's talk about fucking war. And I'm not talking about have your kids join the fucking military and have them away from the war. Doing fucking entry level shit, paperwork. You know, the United States is coming out with the comments about, Mark Rubio came out and said that, the United States is not a part of this. But they will be a part of this because they have no other fucking choice. They will be dragged into this fucking war just like they got dragged into fucking Ukraine. They will be dragged into something that we don't want to be. The American citizens don't want. I, as an American citizen, do not want any part of this fucking war. I want my bags to go up. How about that? There you go. I'm being selfish. I want my bags to go up. That's what I want. I don't want to see our military either involved in anything anymore. I do not want to see our military a part of any war, period. War should be the last resort, self defense. That's it. This ain't it. We'll get dragged into a fucking. I'm telling you, I see it. We'll fucking get dragged into a useless, another fucking 10-year, a decade long fucking war. Okay. We're gonna fucking collapse a regime that needs to be collapsed, but then who's gonna take over? Who's gonna fucking take over? Then a new clusterfuck is going to form, and they're gonna hate America, and they're gonna come after America, and then they're gonna go after it. And this is nonstop, and it's never going to fucking stop. You know how you stop all this shit? You need new leaders. You need young people that don't hate each other because of religion, because of color. You need them to step into these positions, negotiate a fucking deal, and that's it. Learn how to live with each other on these fucking lands. That's it. That is it. There's your solution. And you throw these son of a bitches in a goddamn room and you lock it until they walk out of there with a fucking deal. Okay? Can't even fucking get excited. You can't even having a fucking great day biking, tanning, relaxing, working out. Like having a fucking great day. Having a fucking great. I want to come on to this telecast and talk about crypto and maybe some fucking sports, maybe some fucking politics. I don't want to talk about this shit, man. I don't even want to read this shit. I don't care for this shit. We're trying to cut down on the we're trying to cut the deficit and shit. I'm gonna get dragged into some other shit. Remarkable. You know why? I'll tell you why war is easy. I'm gonna tell you why war is easy for these countries. You know why war is easy? Because they're not sending their kids there. They're not sending their fucking family members to go ahead and fight these wars. They're sitting in their comfort of their fucking offices in their nice, comfy fucking chairs, and they're doing this shit. So you have one side that wants to eliminate a threat. You have another side that doesn't give a fuck if they get eliminated as long as they can eliminate everybody. Nobody wins. Have we not looked at the Ukrainian and fucking have we not looked at Ukraine, Russia? Have we not seen this? Have we not fucking learned lessons from Afghanistan? Have we not learned from Iraq? Shock and awe. How did that go? We fucking disrupted a fucking country. We had no business to be there in the first place, okay? There were no weapons of mass destruction fucking found there, right? Nothing was found there. And guess what? We liberated Iraq and they hated us. We liberated Iraq and they hated us and they chanted death to America. Americans get out. What do we get out of these wars except people hating us even more? Why are our troops subjected to fucking PTSD and have to come home with fucking missing limbs and we don't even fucking take care of them? We take care of illegal migrants better than we do take care of the goddamn vets. Why are we participating in this fuckery? Cut off the weapons, cut off the funding. Let's focus on America first, right? That was the message. The message was America first. America first. If these countries want to go ahead and battle out there, let them battle. Let them battle. Europe has been at war for fucking centuries. Let them battle. Let them do whatever the fuck they want. When they decide to go ahead and swim over, okay, and touch our soil, that's when we'll go ahead and get down to business. And let me tell you something. You can read and you can listen to all these fucking maniacs talking about if somebody were to come over here, they can destroy America. Let me tell you something. Somebody go ahead and fucking crosses the sea and they try to touch down in America, they get their asses whipped. Okay? They would get their asses whipped by our military. We remember this. Remember this. We have the strongest military in the fucking world. I dare somebody to fuck around and find out. But we don't need this. I can't even get into the news because you know what? I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not even interested. I'm not even interested in talking about crypto. I'm not interested. Well, what's there to talk about? Crypto went up and then this happened. That's the news of the day, okay? The news of the day was crypto was flying and then we had this shit happen. There you go. There's your news. You're looking for your news, I gave you your news. Another blast heard in Iran, home to the key nuclear site. Iranian state TV is reporting that just happened now. There have been other reports that have come in that are stating that Iranian troops are trying to attack U.S. troops. It just seems like this is all done. Jesus Christ. This is. Oh, boy. Welcome to the Nightly Recap, powered by GNN and sponsored by Hoppy. Welcome back. I'll read some of the stuff that I was supposed to read. I'm not reading this crypto shit. I don't give a fuck about crypto. Trump has one word for China deal. Great. Congress slashes billions from PBS, NPR, and more. 9.3 billion, and it was passed, officially passed. Trump right now and the administration is huddling together right now to discuss the situation that's happening in the Middle East. $335 million was liquidated from the crypto markets in the past 60 minutes following Israel's strike on Iran. An Israeli official says Iran has enough material to produce 15 nuclear bombs within days. I like to see that. I like to see proof of that. I really will. I want at the end of this to see proof that they had enough material to produce 15 nuclear bombs within days. Iran's leadership is holding a high level security meeting amid ongoing Israeli strikes. Reports indicate that Iran's chief of staff may have been targeting the Israeli strikes. U.S. Secretary of State Rubio says Israel acted unilaterally and against Iran, and that the United States is not involved, even though the troops are out there. So they'll be dragged in any day now. Reports indicate that Iran has begun launching missiles towards Israel. Israel has called for a state of emergency, essentially telling its citizens to fucking hide in the shelters. That's right. If you ever been to Israel, you know that every house has a goddamn shelter. Prime Minister Bibi of Israel says that Iran's main nuclear enrichment facility in Natanz, Prime Minister Bibi says Israel targeted Iran's top nuclear scientists involved in developing the bomb and struck the core of its ballistic missile program. So, crypto, Ron, I know. I'm just there's a. If you want, you can do the news. I'm reading the news from the top down. It's recapping all the news of the day. Okay. I don't know. I just never been into war. War's not the solution. War gets you nowhere. It's just all these people that sit in these positions, it's easy for them to go ahead and send out military and send out, and I'm talking about all these countries. It's easy for them to go ahead and just send out these kids and fight wars while they sit in their offices and they plan out strategic movements. It's easy for them to go ahead and do this, but why don't you do this yourself? If you want war so bad, why don't you go ahead and get a gat and go out there and fight? Yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off about a lot of things, man. I'm pissed off about the war. I'm pissed off that the American soldiers will be dragged into this. I'm pissed off that the bags went down. Yeah, absolutely, I'm pissed off. 100%. Not saying that the bags won't come back, but I'm just saying I'm pissed off, man. This is stupid. This is dumb as shit, bro. This is some dumb shit. Bitcoin drops under 103,000. Breaking reports indicate that Iran has begun launching missiles towards Israel. Breaking crude oil prices surge over 8.5% following Israelis' strikes on Iran. Right now, Israel is just sending out missiles right at Iran's nuclear sites, as they call them, to go ahead and disable them. I'm just watching certain things. Since when, like, None of you motherfuckers are into politics. Uh, uh, Help me out here. Why would you sell crypto? Why would you sell crypto if? Hold on. Why would you sell crypto? I'm so lost. Why would you sell your Bitcoin or anything? Like, why would you say? Why would you sell it? Crypto is a safe haven, at least in my eyes. Why the fuck would you sell it? What the fuck's wrong with you? I'm literally thinking about that right now. Why the fuck would you fucking sell it? You're going back into fiat? I know others are going into precious metals. I can understand that. And I know gold is probably over 3,400 or some shit like that. But why the fuck are you selling? You're selling. What's the reason that you're selling? I'm telling you, the whole crypto community is fucking upset right now. The whole crypto community is fucking mad as shit, bro. Look at the timeline. They're like, oh my fucking God. I said I'm fucking tired of war. If I buy the dip one more time, I swear to God, it's gonna probably dip, and I'm gonna have to get a bed and sleep at one of your fucking goddamn houses. Okay, and you guys stink. You smell like shit because you don't take showers and you don't use deodorant. So I don't know if it's sleeping under a bridge is better or sleeping at your house is the solution here. I said what I said, man. I don't even want to touch on the news. Like this shit right here. I don't know. I'm not even crashing out, but this news sucks. This news really sucks. Yo, they really hate Trump, man. I gotta tell you, they really fucking hate Trump. They hate Trump, man. They are doing everything possible to fucking come together and cause chaos, man. They are really you got come on. All these people that are fucking going to Cali and Chicago and New York and wherever else they're fucking heading to, Florida. Like these people are fucking being paid to show up to these fucking places. They are the liberals and Democrats. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. They are organizing fucking chaos purposely. Can you imagine that? Can you fucking imagine that we have this going on in the United States of America? Trump came in as a president who said, I don't want war. And they're doing everything to fucking pull us into one. Like literally doing everything possible to pull us into one. This is some wild shit, man. This is really wild, man. And if this escalates, honestly, I'm not even joking. Like a lot of people think this is like utter bullshit, but like this leads in like this shit escalates, it can lead into World War III, man. You fighting? Because I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting. You can fight your own wars, man. I'm not fighting. It's not because I'm pussy. I'm just telling you I'm not fighting for you. I am not fighting for you as you watch the fights happen live on TV. Like, I ain't fighting for you. Unless, of course, I will say this as a proud American, if somebody steps on this fucking soil, then I will beat that candy ass, no doubt about it, 100%. That whoop ass will be fucking opened up for anybody. Yeah, I can go real deep into this and tell you that fucking BlackRock and Fidelity and all these fucking institutions went ahead and put this fucking war together. 100% as they always do because they make money off of this shit. BlackRock, Fidelity, speculation because I have to say that, but you know damn well who's putting all this shit together so they can go ahead and earn some fucking money. And then they're gonna buy the dips and buy everything on the market lower and then make more money there. They're smart. They know what the fuck they're doing. And they play with fucking innocent lives. They play with fucking innocent lives. They fucking destroy people's fucking lives, families. Got fucking members of the army coming home with fucking serious PTSD with absolutely no fucking benefits. And we leave them out in the fucking cold. and we give them no job opportunities. Okay, we force companies to go ahead and put out that little check mark. Tell us if you served in the military. Like that does anything. They're not getting fucking hired. They're not. These companies ain't hiring fucking Marines, people that serve in the army. They're not hiring any of these motherfuckers. No, absolutely not. They're not going to hire any of them. They know what comes with hiring somebody that comes back from a war. They know what comes with that. That's the fucking problem. What I just told you is the truth. Probably get my ass canceled. I don't give a fuck. I've always spoke freely. It's these institutions that you fucking cheer that cause these fucking wars. Because all these fucking politicians got to go ahead and satisfy them. And it's not just in the United States of America, it's worldwide. Do not think for a second this is only happening in the United States where motherfuckers got to go ahead and obey. Trust me, it's happening everywhere. It is happening everywhere. Some people will take, you know what happens here. Some people take away this message and they'll be like, "Oh, he's mad because his bags are down." Guys, I'm good. I'm good. But like I just, I wake up every day like I don't think about going to war. I don't think about fighting with people. Okay, you got fucking evil people out here behind the scenes, behind the curtains that think about fucking doing this for a fucking living. They're willing to go ahead and just throw innocent kids out there and have their lives destroyed. Like they don't give a fuck. They just don't give a fuck. And they make money off of this. They make money off of war, man. They make money off of war. I didn't mean to bore you guys tonight. I'm ranting. Absolutely, I'm fucking ranting. I absolutely rant. You know why? Because I love my country. I was born here. I love my country. I love the military. Okay. I love our armed forces. I appreciate everything that they do for us. I appreciate that they protect our freedom. I appreciate them. Without them, I wouldn't be able to sit here with a microphone and speak to you guys every single day. Like I without the men and women that serve for this country, I would not be able to go ahead and broadcast every single day, whether it's the morning show, whether it's this show, whether it's the breakdown. I wouldn't be able to do these things without them. And to see them dragged out there, to see, and I've always spoke about the military. I've always spoke about the military, that they just do not get the benefits that they deserve. And it's unfair to send our kids, because that's what they are, kids. You send them to third world countries. They don't know anything about that fucking place except the briefings that they get on it. They go out there, okay, and then they have to make decisions like take people's lives. It's that there's a lot of shit that happens, man. There's a lot of shit that happens out there, and then they come here brain fucking damaged. Look what we've done with 9/11. Like the 9/11 shit. Like you had to have John Stewart go out there and fucking go to fucking congressional hearings to get bills passed through. A comedian, an actor, you had to get him involved in order to get bills passed through to continue to provide funding for people who went to save people during the events on 9/11. It is wild. It is wild. I see Big Unkus here. Let me bring Big Unk in here. What's going on, man? I don't hear you. I'm mute, I think.
My dumb ass. I did not unmute myself. Bruh. Bro. Broham. Yo, they got us. Remember back in the 2003 when they told us about weapons of mass destruction?
This is again the same shit.
Same thing.
Well, you know what? With Iran, I don't know because they're so fucking evil. Like Iran is evil, right? Iraq, we should have never went there. We should have left them alone. You know what? Was Saddam Hussein a bad man? Absolutely, right? He treated his people like shit. But you know what? What do we do there? Like, what did we really do there? Can you
We
really
got
tell me what we did there, Akil? Seriously, Bink,
no, no. I'll tell you,
what the fuck did we do there?
we negotiated some oil prices, and what 24,000 lives. Couple of homies, folks that are fucked up mentally. I don't think people understand it. And this young generation, I'm going to say it now. You need to look back at exactly what happened in the 1960s, because this is what's happening now. There's kids in the street protesting, and there's a war getting ready to pop off in another place that we technically weren't involved in, and all of a sudden we're in it. History repeats itself, folks. We failed to do our due diligence. We failed to prepare our next generation to be able to talk and be amicable and find some civility. I'm going to say this, David. I'm mad at Israel. I am very mad at Israel right now. I don't hate Israel, but I'm very mad at them.
You know, that was my first react. I'm gonna tell you right now, my first reaction when I seen the news break, same reaction.
It's like, yo, is Bibby even thinking about his people? Is he?
And doesn't he understand he's gonna drag us into this? But he knows they're gonna drag us into this. No matter what, like we're going to be dragged into this shit.
Yeah. We're either going to become the best friends of Iran, or we're going to go fight with Israel. I mean, it's not a good look. It's just not. It's not. And all because of ego. Ego amongst old men who need to just go ahead and die. I'm talking about, and let me see it, Trump, Putin, Biden,
Oh my God,
Hillary,
here we go. Guys,
whoever,
welcome to the political show that's
all
coming.
of them, they all need to just hurry up and die. Bibi, they all need to hurry up and go. We need to have an age cap on international leaders, 65 and under. Above that, go take your little horse and mule, go back to the country like the freaking Romans told us we were supposed to. Anoptis poptis summonis quae. For the Roman and the people, for the Senate and the Roman people. And guess what? We are still back where we belong. We've got a Senate who does not want to concede power. We've got a House that does not want to concede power. These guys talk about term limits, but not a damn one of them ever voted for a term limit. I'm sorry. The only time we've ever voted for term limits was what was it in 44 when FDR died. But I'm just saying, man, it pisses me off that we are here again. I don't hate Israel. Israel has always had the right to defend itself, but it does not and should not have the right to drag my nephew and my nieces around this world into a goddamn war for no fucking reason other than somebody wants to get a couple extra bucks. Motherfucker, there's enough to go around. Stop being so goddamn greedy.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna say the unpopular opinion here. We gotta get BB gotta go. I'm telling you, I was riding my bike, man. I was riding my bike. Alert went off. I seen it. I said, "Fuck." That was my first. You know, I keep it 100, right?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people. Oh, no, he's no. I'm not biased. I keep it like I say things you just don't want to fucking hear. Okay, BB has been told. I'm sure the United States told him we're not entering this fucking war. Trump don't. Akil, I know how you feel about Trump, but Trump don't want no wars. Trump wants his legacy to have no wars. He likes gloating about. Akil, I know your veins explode when I say the word Trump. All I
Actually,
want
they
to say is,
don't.
his first term, he loves to gloat about how no wars were under him. He loves the fact that he can say that. And here you have, he probably told Bibi, I'm not going to be involved in this war. Senator of State Rubio comes out and says, like, we're not participating in this. But you know what's going to happen, right? They don't give a fuck. We can come out from the rooftops and say that we're not participating. Everybody will come to the conclusion that somehow, some way, we are participating in this. And you know what they'll say? Well, you supply Israel with weapons, right? You supply them with funding, right?
Yeah.
This was a fucking horrible move. I don't give a fuck what. And I know I'm going to get mad heat from the tribe for this. I know the heat that I'm going to fucking get for this.
Oh, you're
But
about to be disinvited from the Seder, man.
I'm never getting my fucking Jewish pass. I'm never getting my Jewish pass. But I'm going to call it for what it is. Bibi should have never done this. That's it. Bottom line. Do you have evidence? I want to see the evidence of the capability of making 15 nuclear bombs right now, because that's what they stated. Can you show me it? Can you show me it? If you can show it to me, then okay. Because Israel did go ahead and bomb Iran in the 70s, 80s. When everybody said don't do it, they did it, and they stopped Iran from building nuclear weapons. Okay. And that's true. That's facts. Okay, so show me this time around that they have something. Show it to me. We know Biden and listen, we know they got the money released. $18 trillion got released back to Iran and all that shit. We know that. Show me where the weapons are. Give me a reason to say, you know what? This was called for. You know, most Americans are just fucking tired of wars. They are just fucking completely tired of wars. Motherfuckers are looking to pay their rent. They're looking to pay down their credit card bills. They're not interested in this. They are not interested in higher gas prices. None of this shit. They're not interested. For the first time, me and you are probably going to agree and not have a screaming match. This is going to be the craziest thing in the world.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I've been on. So first off, everybody, it's a crown. I chipped my crown. I just haven't got it fixed yet, so it's not a big deal.
I thought you were going with the Strahan look.
Well, and then also launched a brand new. It's not an energy drink, folks. That's Adaptophoria, brand new THC infused beverage line that I launched. That my buddy launched about 12 weeks ago. So been wrapped up in that. So. Apologize for all the delays, but David, the world as we know it is fundamentally changing second by second. Right now. This is what between. Let's see, that we had the Gulf War in the 90s, then we had the 9/11 and. Then we had October 7th now. I mean, there's no reason for this. And I think I'm actually agreeing with Alex Jones a little bit on this one too, David. I might be losing my damn mind, but it's like, these globalists really love to see the world burn. They really do.
Well, when they have high-tech bunkers, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. It's
Delta you got 9. A family that's fighting out there, will be probably, God forbid, but might be dragged out there.
Yeah.
Like this doesn't even fucking make sense. There's no. Tell me whether. Can you show me something?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Show me something. That's it. Akil, if you show me something, and you show me real evidence, I'll agree. Okay, I'll say, all right, cool. I guess then that You know, Iran, if they have a nuclear weapon, they will. You imagine if they had America's supply of nuclear weapons, what they would do to the world? Like they would want to watch the world burn. I have no doubt about that. But they don't have shit. Are they closing in on something? Probably.
Yeah.
But show me the capabilities of 15. That's all I'm asking. I just read it on the news on GNN. I'm like, okay, show me show me it. Don't we deserve that? We go pull out troops in. Don't we deserve that?
We do. And I think every kid, every parent, deserves to know why they're going to be brought into this. I think every family deserves to know exactly the reason why. I mean, a couple years ago, folks that may not have been paying attention, they upped the age for when they can call people back into service. It went from like 38 to like 42. So they're
Well, I
upping.
know I look young, but I'm 43, so
It was like, got it. We haven't had a draft in a while. And technically, they say it's unconstitutional, but it can be recalled. And the way the Constitution's been looked at these last couple of weeks, you got me. I can't figure this court out.
You
David,
think?
you know I'm a man of law and order.
I know. Do you think we're close to World War III? Or could this send us into World War III?
David, I got the same feeling that I had that night when Trump won. Deep down in the pit, something didn't feel right, and it happened. I got that feeling right now.
That you think World War III, that we might get dragged into World War III?
If something fundamentally is not changed, I mean change, it's got to be an assassination on somebody else in some other part of the world that gets someone else's attention. I think that's the only thing, unless civil war breaks out in Russia, unless Ukraine. I think now this might have been what what Biden was trying to stop. Hey, if we keep all the attention over into Ukraine, these guys won't have the time, energy, because they're going to be worried about this. This now becomes a two-front battle, David. And I don't think people will necessarily look at that, but this becomes a definitive two-front battle. Remember the Eastern and the Western fronts during the other wars. This becomes that situation again. You have two distinct wars going on at the exact same time, which takes massive amounts of resources and massive amounts of money. So if they're looking at a two-nation war, so we've got Israel and Iran over here, and then you've got Russia and the Ukraine on the other side. This tells me that they're fundamentally looking at this as a big payday for somebody.
Does the United States of America have to supply Israel with weapons if this gets that deep?
I mean, do we have to do anything? No. I mean, we could violate. We can rip apart all treaties and negotiations and pass deals all we want, but that would probably detrimentally hurt us if and when the war was over. So I would argue against anything like that. I'm gonna not talk about the biblical reasons here because there are far more conservative people in this world who believe that the destruction of Israel is actually how Jesus will return. So you'll see a lot of different people rooting this on.
Just to update you, breaking news: Israel places all hospitals on the highest alert level of alerts. Also breaking, as of 3 minutes ago, Iranian state television says there are reports of the chief of the Iranian Revolutionary Guards has been killed in the attacks by Israel. Also breaking, Iranian officials say that Israel targeted 6 Iranian military bases. Also reports coming in that Mossad carried out uh, a series of operations inside of Iran as the military was conducting airstrikes. Holy shit, these reports are just wild. Yeah, I mean Israel went in. Israel went in. Breaking news also, hold on. AP is reporting that the headquarters of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard is on fire following the Israeli attacks. How crazy is this? This is wild. This is wild. This comes from Bibi, the Prime Minister of Israel. He delivered a speech after the attacks on Iran. He says moments ago, Israel launched Operation Rising Lion, a targeted military operation to roll back the Iranian threat to Israel's very survival. This operation will continue for as many days as it takes to remove this threat. So, this only is going to spark more anti-Semitism. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Somebody's dying.
It doesn't even matter if Israel's right or wrong. It's just I can already see the rooms on Spaces and who they're filled up with. And look, let's take a listen. Right now, there's a room called "Breaking Israel Attacks Iran." Let's go ahead and listen to this.
Yeah, so basically, he's just making. He's talking. Oh, I want a deal. You're breaking up. You're breaking up, Ivy. You say I make a deal. I want to make a deal, right? And when he can't have the same long. Ivy, you're breaking up.
Can I just say one thing, and that is that Iran knows very well that first of all, they can't trust America. This is historically true, and having been betrayed by them before anyway. And second of all, America has basically reneged on every agreement that they've signed. So that's further evidence. And there's a very long memory in other countries as they watch what's going on in the global scale and what the players have been doing. Not just every 4 years you get amnesia and then you start all over again.
I agree with 100%. And Netanyahu did the same thing Trump did when he was speaking to North Korea. Or John Bolton said this to North Korea. He said, we want them to follow the Libya model. Well, Netanyahu just said that this week about Iran. They know that everyone's watching, that everyone's paying attention and remembers what we've done with previous deals with previous leaders. And when we bring that up, it's...
Breaking news again. Israeli strikes likely killed the entire Iranian general staff, senior nuclear scientists and officials say. Also, Iranian state, hold on one second. Let's see. Iranian state television reports that the head of Iran's Revolutionary Guard is feared dead after tonight's Israeli attacks. So, and now they're confirming that he has been killed in the Israeli attack or strike, if you'd like to call that. So, and then, man, the news is fucking coming in. Iran's reporting that several people killed in the in the attacks in other cities. But the main one that's coming in is that the head of the Revolutionary Guards was killed in the airstrikes. So I really don't know who he is, but I don't know if that's a positive or negative. But and if you know, I can't hear you. I don't know. I think you're muted, but you're muted.
Yeah, because I'm an idiot. No, I just forgot to hit
I
the
was going to
button.
say that if BB's talking about, if he's talking this whole, it's gonna last as long as it takes, last for more than a few days. This to me is like this might last longer than a few days.
I
And now I'm wondering who's gonna jump in to help Iran, because somebody's gonna have to jump in. Who is Iran's friend?
Who's Iran's friends? I mean,
I think that's a Chat GPT kind of thing right now.
yeah, I'm about to look up because I don't know directly who their friends are. I mean, maybe like, I don't know, Paraguay. Oh, well, okay. Syria, Hezbollah, the Shiite militias, Roti rebels. Wow, that's
No,
funny.
what country?
Oh, the countries? Russia, China, North Korea, and Venezuela. And then on the top side, it's
I don't think
the
it's going to be Russia. I don't think Russia jumps in to help because
and then I said Syria,
Russia's
Lebanon.
military is fucked.
Oh, you
Russia's
got
military has taken a beating from Ukraine. That's just to being honest. I mean, they've taken a beating.
yeah.
Because I think Russia thought they would win in like 3 days. They didn't expect this shit.
I mean, and I guess technically they're family with the like United Arab Emirates, the Saudi Arabia,
They're
and
not
Qatar.
touching. They're not touching.
No, I didn't say fight wise.
No, I'm just saying they're not gonna. They ain't gonna do shit.
You know,
They don't want no part of this shit.
You don't think they? Well,
I just don't see the prince and any of them touching this shit. They're loving. You know what it is? They live fabulous lives, right? They're growing in their countries. They're living great lives. They don't want to touch this shit.
Yeah, but the one guy in Qatar, I mean, he's a big gamer, and he's literally been training kids on how to use flight simulation tactics for a while.
Qatar might come in. I won't debate that with you. I can see Qatar coming in.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. Like Qatar is definitely one of those places. That's what I'm saying. But they're all cousins. So when you start to break it down, that they're literally family. When your cousin gets into a fight, you're either going to be on one side or the other. I mean, when we've seen that happen, we literally saw that happen in World War I with the British family. So I think there's a case to be made that no matter what occurs, there could potentially be escalation. And again, the financing of wars are always the thing that I've always worried about.
Breaking news, by the way. Iranian state television says Deputy Commander-in-Chief of all armed forces, General Ghulam Allah Ali Rashad, has been killed along with nuclear scientist. That's breaking. So it seems like they took out everybody who was a part of the nuclear or any sort of nuclear fucking or had their hands on nuclear fucking facilities. I don't know. They took everybody out.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess there is some good news. Reuters an analysis was just completed. But Hezbollah, Hamas, Syria, Iraq, and the Houthis have all declined to be involved in this current isolated incident, and they said they're going to remain out of it for now. So, I mean, that's a good thing.
More reports coming in. Iranian media reports that the country is preparing to declare war on Israel and start its retaliation. This is one of those moments where, I don't even know what they retaliate with, but they have their little clans on the goddamn ground. They got Hamas. They got a bunch of people.
This isn't winning anybody any friends.
You know what I'm worried about, Akil? You know what I'm really worried about?
What, one of our strongest Marine Corps groups is fighting kids with sticks and stones here in America when they may potentially have to actually go to a real fucking war? Excuse me.
And we might disagree on the subject, but like, I know we're both, we look at politics from a different perspective, and that's okay. That's always healthy.
Yeah.
But we did let in a lot of illegal migrants into this country, right? From Canada and Mexico. It's not from both borders. People were entering in. My fear, it's not about, and it always comes down. I said this earlier today about Mexicans, right? Mexicans jumping over the border and stuff like that, right? To me, it's not that. It's about people from other countries that were coming in here. And who knows if it were, God forbid, terrorists coming through to plant themselves in our country and wait for the perfect moment to, God forbid, do something on American soil. That's always my biggest worry. Forget about politics. I'm gonna throw politics, Republican, Democrat, Independent, out the window. I'm not gonna name the numbers I always go with: 15 million, 20 million. I'm gonna throw that out the window. I'm talking about even Democrats admitted that the borders were wide open, and now they did a horrendous job. Kamala admitted that. Biden admitted that. It's all good. It's not good, but at least the truth's out there, right? My worry is how many of these motherfuckers came into our country and have been sitting here waiting for, let's say, Iran, knowing that one day that Israel would attack or and do exactly what's happening today. How many of them are waiting in our country to go ahead and do something evil? No, I'm putting it out there to you. That's what I think about. I don't think about all the other stuff, and I think about how many of them crossed Canada, the Canadian border. How many of them came over through Niagara? How many of them came through Texas to go ahead and plant themselves here? It's a serious question.
The Russian doll has long been used throughout history, right? And we know what that is. You pull it out, then there's something else, and it sleeps inside until you get down to the little last one. So I think that it is possible and probable that it did occur, and it has occurred, and it remains to be occurring. But this isn't new, though. I mean, we have had counter espionage in the United States since, I want to say, the teens, 1912, 1910, when they were going after Bolsheviks. Excuse my language. So when we know that this has been going on for a while, yeah, you're gonna obviously have some people that will remain dormant, but I don't think, and I do not believe that it's ever been to the level in which some people would claim it is. I've learned, David, that in everybody's crazy, there is a bit of truth. And right now we have to face that there may be a bit of truth into what everyone has said. Yes, there will be sleeper cells. They've made shows about it for years. There will be people that interject themselves into our nation. I think there were things that we as Americans should have done that was reasonable. I want you to really know this. Because I think a lot of the real bad guys came here on planes and wear Gucci shoes. The real bad guys that are here from other countries are on planes and they wear Gucci shoes. Not the guy who hopped over a fucking fence most of the times. Nah. They don't need to do that anymore. That's a distraction. The real guy comes here on a plane and he got Gucci shoes on. That is the real problem because they are the ones who stay here illegally as well. And I think there has been a big disconnect between those types of individuals because the probability of them being able to succeed here and just kind of hide in is way higher, you know? So, yeah, do I think there are a lot of illegals here that shouldn't be? Probably. But do I think that a vast majority of them are here just to pay their taxes and do their jobs? 100%. But do I think there is this 1% to 2% that did slip through a crack and that is looking to harm us? I know that to be true. And that's why we have constantly had to rely on our counterintelligence, our FBI, our CIA, our actual network. But guess what? That trust is fucking dead. Dead. Because of the incompetency of people. I didn't like Comey, but you know what I could do with Comey? I could trust Comey. You could trust the asshole to always be the asshole. What was that show with that chick? Goodness gracious. The Scandal Girl, where the guy says, I am, like I am command. Like, you know what command does. You know what command has to do. Command has to kill someone. Someone will die when they leave this room. It's just a matter of who. And so command would pick who got murdered, who got killed, because command has to do its job. But we used to call that person the director of FBI, the director of the CIA, and our president. Those people had to live with that shit on their heads. They got to live with that stuff, David. Those were the people who we entrusted to make a hard decision. But right now, I think that trust is eroded to the point where nobody believes anything. I mean, fuck, Diddy killed Prince at this point, and I would believe it. If you told me Diddy killed Prince, I'm like, sure, I guess so. That's where we're at. We don't trust anything. And matter of fact, we can't even trust our eyes anymore. With fakes and all other shit.
It's true.
People going to protest going, they hit me in the face, and then you move the hand up and nothing's there. Like, I do not know what to trust other than what I know to be true, and that is the world is terrible, and that I have to try to make the best of it every day to be a better human.
Well, obviously, I want to thank you for joining. I went off script. I mean, and when I mean off script, I got to clarify because the words get taken out of context. The news team at GNN puts together all the news for me so I can recap it for you guys at the end of the day. Tomorrow, Leslie Moda will be back. I'm so pissed off. You know how I get. I get pissed off. Leslie will be back with Hotep Jesus for the nightly recap, which is sponsored by Hoppy, powered by GNN. Shout out to Hoppy, of course, for sponsoring the program. If you'd like to sponsor the program, send me a DM. And if you fit, then we'll go ahead and put you on some of our highly rated shows that we have with some of our highly media personalities on here. So me and Akil, you'll be seeing us more in the future. We will be doing something really fucking cool. So shout out to Akil. Obviously, Akil Big Unk. You guys know we terrorized the airwaves for a very long time. We're coming back to do it again. Get your blood pressure medication ready. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Crypto Talk Radio from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. 1 p.m. The breakdown. We might have Akil with us if he's available to talk about what's going on here with this war. Definitely we'll break everything down. Obviously, we'll have more information and more news on it. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Catch Hotep Jesus with the Griff Report on Kick. Subscribe. He does a great job. He'll probably be talking about this as well. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got Julie Kennis. She's doing the crypto news on YouTube. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Landy, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. He'll be breaking down the markets, and I'm sure he'll be breaking down this one for everybody to see where we're at, what's going on. I know we're holding something like 103K on Bitcoin. I know people are looking at Bitcoin the same way they're looking at gold and precious metals as a safe haven, as for situations like this. If anybody's in the military or anybody has family in the military, I send my prayers out to you. I hope that you stay safe. It really sucks that our military will be probably forced into this shit, and I'm hearing that U.S. fucking bases are being attacked too, or there are attempts that Iran is taking to attack U.S. bases. So I hope that doesn't happen. That's again, thoughts and prayers go out to the families and for those that are out there fighting for us. And I said it in the beginning. This is a useless fucking war, and not necessary one that nobody fucking needs. I'd really like to see these 15. I would like to see Iran's capability of developing 15 nuclear weapons as of today, because that's what was stated. That was the reasoning. So I'd like to really see it. I'm not against Israel, by the way. Just like Akil said, aka Big Unk, and others. I'm not against Israel, but I don't like this, and I'm allowed to say that. Same thing I say at times that Trump will say something, and I say I don't like it. Doesn't mean I don't like Trump. I just don't like what he did with a particular topic or subject. That's it. I'm a human being. I'm allowed to express myself. Freedom of speech is great, right? And can't wait to get back on a show with Big Unk here. Don't worry. We'll have a name. We'll have everything for you guys. And we'll be diving deep into all this stuff. We love this stuff. We bleed it.
Yeah, we do.
I hope your family's good. I love you, bro. I missed you. I know you're doing your thing. I'm glad to get you back on here so we can go ahead and rant with each other or rant at each other. Okay. It gets so serious that the parents have to call up and figure out if it's a real situation here.
That was so funny. Yo, my mom and dad literally called. They were like, yo, everything all right with you too? We see y'all beefing. Y'all all right? Y'all good? I'm like, nah, we're good. It's fine.
And you see two brothers on on the show right now, and you understand black don't crack. You can see it. We didn't age at all. We still look young. But, we out here in these streets. On that note, I do appreciate everybody for tuning in for the rant. It was my rant, and then it was Akil's rant, and we both ranted, and we all talked. But war is not cool, man. I don't want to sound like a hippie, but really doesn't get us anywhere. That's really it. It just really doesn't get us anywhere. It only makes money for the elites that hide behind the curtain. So, your Black Rocks, your Fidelities, they're happy today. I don't know what the fuck we're happy about. But on that note, that right there is Big Unk, man. Go ahead and give him a follow if you need be. You know what? I'll put his handle on the X thread that I have out there that obviously links you to this telecast. All right, cool. We're good. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, maybe I'll get a kill, aka Big Unk, on the breakdown. Let's fucking go, guys. Have a great night, man. Stay safe, man. Prayers go out to, and especially goes out to the people of India. With the plane crashing this morning, only one survivor, which is crazy that one person even survived. Prayers goes out to the families that lost loved ones on that crash. So on that note, I'm out.